Šodien raidījumā Uzgriez skaļāk iepazīsiet grupu Miksers. Tās dalībnieki ir Holandes konservatorijas studenti. Un kāda gan saikne tam visam ar Liepāju? Pavisam vienkārša. Grupu kopā savācis liepainieks Rustams. Pavisam nesen Miksers bija koncertu turnejā pa Latviju un muzicēja arī Liepājā. Tad kādā pēcpusdienā tikāmies pie tejas un kafijas tasēm, lai parunātu par mūziku, dzīvi un grupas Mikser dalībnieku sapņiem par nākotni.
Es pabeidzu Liepājas mūzikas vidusskolu sākumā uz akordeona klases, un pēc tam es aizbraucu uz Maskavu. Es domāju tā, ka sākt aktieru tādu karjeru, bet tur neizdevās man šīs tās, arī pat privātām tur dzīve un vispār, bet tas ne par to. Un pēc tam es izlēmu atbraukt uz Rīgu, tur bišķiņ sāku spēlēt, bet sapratu, ka tur pagrūti kaut ko taisīt tādu labu, interesantu priekš manis, nezinu, varbūt ne jau. Un tad izdomāju to, ka labāk vienkārši braucu kaut kur prom. Es domāju, aizbraukšu uz Holandu, un Holanda baigi labi. Tur es dabūju stipendiju, mācos no pirmdienas līdz piekdienai tikai mūziku un ļoti augstas līmenis prasības arī. Un tur jau tajā konservatorija, mēs esam visi no konservatorijas. Tā nodaļa jau eksistē jau 40, ja nemaldos, gadus, bet mums Latvijā, man liekas, 6 tikai džez un pop nodaļa. Līdz ar to tur ir interesantāk un tā mācība ir produktīvāk daudz. Mēs tur redzam, daudz tur mūziķi staigā pa gaitēm, mēs tur sasveicinājamies, koncerti notiek visādi, mēs ejam uz tiem koncertiem un redzam viens otru regulāri. Un tā kā es tur ne jau izvēlējos, īstenībā es izvēlējos. Skatījos, lai būtu labs, interesants cilvēks un arī, laikam, mūziķis.
Music is, of course, it's a way of expressing yourself. It's very... It's a good way of using your brain in ways that nothing else, no other discipline and no other art can stimulate. It's something that goes past language, although some people say, of course, music is also a language, but it's a language that addresses completely different parts of your spirit and your brain. I guess that's what it means to me. Mixer for me is I play a lot of pop music in other bands, and Mixer. My ambition is not to become a great jazz musician or something, but it's great to come into contact with styles that otherwise I would get no experience in. So it's very fun to play world music and jazz music and Latin, like Rustam already said. That for me is the main attraction, to play with Mixer, and of course because I love these guys.
I'm in the band for about half a year, I think.
Yeah.
Rustam came to me and asked me if I wanted to sing in the Mixer band. And for me, music. Yes, I'm studying music theater, so I'm always in contact with music, also with dance and with acting. And I really wanted to play different styles and play in a band, because that's not really part of my study. So it's actually quite two different worlds who are coming together now, because my acting is also going into the music. I think it's really important to always know about the text and the meaning of the songs, and I hope that you can see that on the stage. And music is everything for me. Yeah, it's nice to be on tour with 5 guys.
I started Mixer with Eleni quite the same time, I think, and it was just attractive for me to play another kind of music, because I'm also not really a jazz musician, but I'm more in pop, and it's a cool way to mix pop styles and jazz and world music and such things, and to practice for that, of course. And why I make music is my whole life I listened to music and I made music because my father is a musician too, and it just fascinated me, and I think it's the same like with Wouter. It's just a nice way to express yourself, and I can really relax when I'm playing, when I'm making music. It's just
and also
I can forget
me,
everything else, and of course because I love wisdom.
Yes.
I play the violin nearly for all my life. I started very young. When you play violin, you ought to start very young. That's, I guess, with all violin players. And so basically means for me, yeah, just like everything. When I go out of the house and I feel I don't have the violin case on my back, I directly notice it. And
He even sleep with violin.
I play mixer because I kind of love all variations and differences, different styles of music, and I don't really stuck to one thing, if it's now rock or pop or jazz or whatever, and the band kind of mixes all that stuff together, so I can basically do whatever I want, and I like that. I like freedom in music.
Mēs esam Mikser, un jūs skatāties raidījumu Uzgriez skaļāk! Es izdomāju, ka varam miksēt stilus, un to, ka mums ir viola un akordions, tas jau, un ar stilu kaut ko. Nu, tieši mūsu grupu mēs gribam visu laiku atšķirt ar to, un piedot tādu oriģinalitāti tieši ar stilu.
Un kādā stilā jūs spēlējat, ja to var tā definēt vispār?
Tur jau tā problēma, ka definēt ar vienu, piemēram, sākumā mēs uzrakstījām visu aprakstu ar mūsu grupu, kad pirmoreiz sūtījām visu tur piedāvājums, un tā mēs uzrakstījām tur it kā džez, tango, kaut ko. Pēc tam mēs izlabojam, jo domājam, tur nav īsti tipisks džez, kur spēlē džem sessionos, visus klubos. Cilvēki Holandē tiešām grib deju mūziku vairāk. Tā, lai dabūtu tiešām cilvēks iekšā, lai viņi stāvētu ar aļukiem, tur dejot kaut ko šitā tajā. Mēs paņēmām tāpēc tā, ka bišķiņ risku, jo mēs negribējām spēlēt pārgudro mūziku, es teicu, lai vienkārši spēlēt priekš tikai tur mūziķiem, lai muzikants klausītos mūziķi, lai mūsu auditorija būtu mūziķi, bet arī vienlaicīgi, lai tur varētu dejot, mūsu arī internetlapā arī viss tur uzrakstīts tā, ka, lai cilvēki, lai arī varētu tas, kas saprot, tā mūsu cienīt no mūzikas, un arī tas, kas klausās bišķiņ pavirš to mūziku, ne jau tik dziļi, tas arī varētu pateikt, man patīk tā mūzika. Mēs paņemam džeza standartu, mēs skatāmies, kas tur varētu būt. Ja? Piemēram, cits mūziķis varbūt paņem, tur viena lapa, ja? Viņš redz akordus, viņš redz, ka tur rakstīts bossa nova, viņš paņem un aiziet spēlēt bossu, tā kā džemu, un pēc tam kaut ko. Nē, es tā negribu, piemēram. Un kad mēs gatavojamies arī šajā turnējā, mēs arī dažbrīd paskatāmies uz gabalu un redzam, ka nekas nenāk negribās spēlēt vienkārši pēc akordiem. Visi ritms ir cilvēkiem patīk tā, bet mums vajag aranžēšanu, tāpēc mēs spēlējam vai aranžētas gabals, vai paši rakstam aranžējumus.
I mean, I want to continue making music, and I imagine that I want to visit a lot of countries, a lot of different cultures and all this stuff. And if I can do it with music, would be perfect. So I want to go, for example, I want to go one time to Cuba making music, or...
I hope we still will be making music with this band here and visit some other countries and of course conquer the whole world.
Maybe we're famous then.
Yeah, I mean...
I hope I'll be still making music also as my profession, and of course make a living out of it, and yeah, hope people will like it, what I do. That's basically it. Hope people will appreciate it. And
of course, earning my money with music, and yes, having as much fun as now with music, still having fun and having the passion. I hope that, I think, but I hope so. And what Jonas already said, visit countries with music, learn about every different style of music. I really want to know everything and do everything with my voice, what you can. So learn more and more and get the best singer ever.
I'm really living today, so I never think a lot about the future.
good answer.
But if you ask me now, I just want all of it to stay the same all my life. So fame, of course, still being with these great musicians. No, and meet a lot of other musicians, play a lot of music, and of course make a living out of it. Because that's why I study and learn and practice. Yeah, and money and fame aren't very interesting for me. I just want to be happy and be able to live and maybe earn enough money for my family. Yeah, that's it. And I will see what the future brings.
I'm actually, I got into music quite late, only about 4 or 5 years ago. Unlike some of the people here who started very early, and before that I was studying English in university. And I'm actually going back to university next year, doing English also. And hopefully my life will look something like half of the time I'm translating or teaching English, and half of the time I'm doing music. But if we're speaking like dreams, I would love to be in a great band and become famous with original songs, and but you know, you can't choose that kind of future for yourself. But of course I'll keep working at it, and you never stop learning music.
Es gribētu, protams, būt populārs, bet ne jau popularitātes dēļ, vienkārši lai būtu populārs. Jo vienalga, ja tu esi labs, tev popularitāte arī vienalga vajadzīga, lai attīstītu sevi. Bet tāpēc es gribu būt, jo var arī izskriet plikam uz stadionu laukumu futbolu un būt populārs. Jā, nu nezinu, kaut ko stulbu izdarīt un tu būsi populārs, bet es gribu būt populārs ar to, ka es esmu kaut kāds oriģināls mūziķis, piemēram, un to, ka es spēlēju kaut kādu oriģinālā grupā, kas tiešām ir populāra ar to, ka iesaist savu publiku, un man nevajag to popularitāti, lai vienkārši atpazino, jā, kā es teicu. Bet, jā, es gribu spēlēt ļoti labi akordionu un arī būt savā grupā.
Instrumentālais vienīgais jūsu pašu gabals pagaidām? Jā,
šobrīd jā. To, ka pilnīgi melodija ir mūsēja. Priekš manis, ja man nav skaidrā bilde, es negribu rakstīt, tāpēc mums ir tikai viena varbūt pagaidām. Tas, kas manējais gabals.